Hello, come on in and say hello so I can know who you are. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, welcome, welcome. Welcome, thank you for coming. Hello there. Well, hello everyone. I hope you have had a fabulous day. Today has been a very extremely busy day for me, but a good and productive day. Well, for those of you that are coming for the first time, hey there, hola. My name is R. Patrice Bryant, and this is While We Wait. While We Wait is an informal chat, just a discussion. My focus is on women from 19 and up, but it seems that others have joined, and they are very much so welcome. Younger men, women, married, unmarried. My focus was on singles, but there's always something for everyone, so I do thank you for coming. Thank you for my repeat people coming back to see me. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the encouragement. I've been getting encouragement from co-workers, and sometimes I don't even know. Thank you, cuz listen, I wish I had your interior decorating skills, but we do the best we can over here. Thank you. While we wait is just to inspire, to motivate. I just want to say, in case no one told you today, you are absolutely incredible. You are beautiful. You are stronger than you can even imagine. So that's what this place is all about, is just empowering and just lifting up for everyone, though my focus is for the single madams, but that's okay, the unmarried madams. So today I'm going to jump in. I don't have any sponsors today, but I would like to say thank you to the person that donated a brand new laptop to me so I could be more effective. I am working to pull all of this in together and make it better and better each time. Meet me here every first and third Thursday at 4:30. We'll be right here doing what we do. And I just want to say, I spoke with a group earlier today, and one of the best things we can do for ourselves during this time, this is just a very different time. It's not normal. It's not a new norm. This is just different. One of the best things you can do is to do something for somebody else. Whatever that is, whether you send a thinking of you card. Everybody has a different talent, a different skill, a different gifting, a different touch. So if we all, hi, good afternoon, sir. So glad you stopped in to see me. I hope you're well. I love you so much. I'm saying it publicly. But the best thing we can do during this time really is to do something for someone else. I had to sit and look to see, what did I have in my hands? And one of my assignments is healing through music. So that's one of the things I'm working on. And yours may be something different. Yours may be to just call someone and encourage them. It's so necessary during this time because people have a lot of different emotions with everything that's going on, not knowing what's going to happen in the future. And though we do have our trust in God, but everyone's faith and their belief system and their strength is not where ours is. So even us, we always need encouragement as well. Some of us have a great support system. We have a great circle. I have a bubble. I have a safety net. So I hope that you stay connected and that you have a safety net during this time and even afterwards. So today we're going to talk about purifying and detoxing from the past. We all have a story. We all have something that we have dealt with that still affects us today, but there has to be some type of resolve. We're shaped by our past experiences. We are the sum total of all of these experiences that we've had, whether they're good, whether they're bad. And please feel free to type in the comments if you have a question or a comment. I appreciate it. It's all welcome. We're the sum total of our experiences, our cultures, how we were raised, our belief systems. We all have a story. We were all raised differently. Every culture is just so different. And looking back, everything may not have been wonderful. We're not pointing the finger. I believe people did the best that they could. But there are some things that we have to check within ourselves, because hurt people, I know it's cliche-ish, but it's absolutely the truth. Hurt people hurt people. And sometimes you see people that are, bitter, or they always are very critical of others, and that's probably because in their culture, in their circle, their family, that family, or whomever, their community is very judgmental. And it's crazy because have you ever seen people that always criticize something that somebody else is doing, but they don't have the courage to do it? That's probably because that is in their culture. That is how their circle is, and what they're used to, or they've been criticized or harshly judged while they were growing up. So they may do something, but they always have some intimidation, and then today my focus is not even on, these are just scenarios, but today I don't even want to focus on other people and what they do, though these things happen. The important thing is that we are not that person. And then let me come around again. It's important for us to not be toxic to ourselves. So let's just get some common language here. Toxic is poisonous. It's very harmful or bad. A toxic person is a person with qualities who is abusive, unsupportive, or unhealthy emotionally. Someone who brings you down more than brings you up. I know a few of those people. It's sad to say, sometimes if you can't assist them with coming up, sometimes you have to disconnect. It is what it is. Like right now, especially in this time right here, you can't allow anyone to cause you to drown. If you're in the plane, drop the mask, put the mask on you first, and then you can help someone else. But you can't be pulled down. But more than that, how are you keeping yourselves lifted? So I have a few questions. And one of the things I didn't say about While We Wait is I am not working to get you a mate. If that's your desire, I pray that that's what you get. But while we are waiting, is not standing still. We're still being progressive and productive and enhancing ourselves. So just a couple of questions. And let me back up again. Almost 50% of all marriages in the United States will end in divorce or separation. And that's just sad, and especially amongst Christians. And I believe that some of this is because of the things that are done before marriage. It's wonderful to be in love, and it's wonderful to have all those loving feelings and the butterflies and the pitter patter of the heart. It's wonderful. I absolutely love love, but not enough to just jump in because of how I feel. Because marriage and covenant is not about how you feel. Matter of fact, I've heard it from different people that even with friendship, that you really don't have a friendship until you have endured hell, and that's the real of it. Okay, love, as my pastor says, is a warrior, and she gets that from 1 Corinthians 13. Love is patient, love is kind, and then when you finish reading what love is, it makes you stop and say, do I really love? That's something just to master true love, not the love that everybody throws out there. But anyway, the good feelings of being in a relationship and being connected, all of that is absolutely wonderful. But have you ever seen people who, they come out of one relationship and they keep bouncing from relationship to relationship to relationship to relationship. That is so unhealthy because you've never taken the time to figure out my first question: who are you? Who are you? What do you possess in your being? What's in your arsenal? You've got to know these things to just be a productive person. My next question is, what do you say about yourself? And it's so interesting. If you read the Word of God, God says some wonderful things about us. The Word of God says some great things about us. And sometimes we don't even believe it. I'm fearfully and wonderfully made, fearfully and wonderfully fashioned. Do you even believe that about yourself? How do you feel about yourself? That is so important. And I'm asking these questions, and I've said this in times past, that no one is going to love you greater than you love yourself. If you're looking for someone else to love you greater than you love you, there's going to be a big hole in your heart because they don't even have that capacity to do that. If you don't feel good about yourself, and let me just pause right there for a moment. How do I feel good about myself? You know, sometimes it's really good to sit down and just write some things out. How do I want to be? How do I want to present myself? Transparent moment. I grew up and I had my teeth were not straight. And the thing about it is we were one of the first churches to begin to do recordings on TV. And I mean, I absolutely hated it. And it was crazy because my mother worked for Pratt and Whitney, and I could have gotten braces for free. Okay, I already told her this. I said, Ma, you owe me an apology. But I want you to know something. As soon as I could, I went and got braces because that was for me. That wasn't for anybody else. And I'm saying that because if you feel a certain way about you, I don't like my weight. And it may be a struggle, but you don't just give up. I don't like my hair because there's some people that when they don't feel good about themselves, they try to make other people feel bad. That's toxic. Don't bring somebody else down. Don't bring you down. Do something about it. So how do you treat yourself? One of the things I found out is that nobody can disappoint me greater than I have disappointed myself. So I work to keep my word to me. That is so powerful. If you promise yourself something, if you say, I'm going to do this, and this, you should do that because you owe that to you. Wouldn't you agree? Absolutely. We've got one self, one body, one life. Are you happy with yourself? Because no one else is going to make you happy. No one else has that ability to make you happy. So it's a process because, again, you have to go back to number one. Who are you? What do you say about yourself? How do you feel about yourself? How do you treat yourself? Well, what happiness to me might be different from somebody else. Happiness to me is having peace. I don't like chaos. I'm not an arguer. I'll probably go to the other end of the spectrum, and there's got to be a balance. You still got to communicate, but I don't like drama. I stay away from drama. I don't like deceitful people. You can see I know what I like, right? But sometimes you have to sit down and just write down what is it that really makes me happy. Accomplishments for me, not to prove anything, makes me happy. Continuing to develop myself, continuing to enhance myself. When there's challenges, I really like conquering challenges for me. How can I figure this out? Have you resolved the issues from your past? That's huge because this is a process. This is an ongoing thing. I don't believe we ever, I don't know. I don't want to put that out there, but I don't know if we get to the end of that process because this is our humanity and our DNA. And I'm not going to be super spiritual right now. I'm just going to stick with the fleshly things, the natural things. We are our family. So we can train ourselves to think a certain kind of way. So training your mind to think and how you conquer things and how you deal with situations, that is very, very needful. And then have you forgiven those who have hurt you? Another process. That's another process. And that could be in your family or anybody. And I'm bringing these things up because until these things are resolved within you, it's going to be very challenging to have a good and healthy relationship with anyone. And your first relationship is with you. So that's why I ask those questions, because your first relationship is, what do I like? Well, I like flowers. So you know what? I bought myself flowers. That made me happy. That made me smile. I don't feel bad about it. I will go buy some flowers and be like, hey, you know what? I like beautiful things around me. Because I believe what you focus on, even with your natural eyes, is what you become. So I'm going to keep beautiful things around me. Let's just talk about detoxification. That's the process of removing toxic substances or qualities. Purification is the removal of contaminants from something, extracting, the process of making something spiritually or ceremonial clean. And I bring that up because if you look at the book of Esther, Esther purified her. She was purified for 12 months, 6 months with myrrh, 6 months with sweet spice. That is so powerful. If we took 1 year to enhance ourselves, where would we be? So to start off, and you might say, well, how do I do that? Well, the first thing would be, thing to do is to write down, what is it that I want? What is it that I want? What are my goals financially? Think about your whole being, financially, naturally, academically, whatever you're interested in. If you took 1 year to enhance yourself, how you think, how you present yourself, how you speak, you would be surprised with where you end up. And you do it for you. And I believe that it's just like a job or a career. If you already are in employment, it's easier to find employment. Now, don't be mad at me, but if you purify yourself and detox yourself and work to enhance yourself, you're going to get a greater result. Even if your desire is to be married, you're going to get a higher selection, because with Esther couldn't go into the king until she was purified. So I know we throw king out there a lot and queen out there a lot, but you can't even get a real king. I apologize. Sorry, not sorry. You can't even get a real king if you don't cultivate yourself for something greater than what you're used to. I know I said it. So anyway, that's my short version of detoxing and purifying yourself from your past hurts. It takes work, but you can do it if that's what you want to do. Make your surroundings beautiful. Make them relaxing. Make them how you want. Especially with COVID, I've been walking around my place saying, what do I want to do something different. I need to see a different scenery. And sometimes, it's good to go out, not right now, but it's good to go other places. Even for vacations, it's good to go on vacation. You get a change of scenery. But what if you changed your scenery or created an atmosphere in your own home that would make you feel better? I believe it would. So I only wanted to be 15 minutes. I hope something said helps someone. I'd have to say again, from where we started, if you're feeling down, if you put your focus on someone else, you would absolutely feel a lot better. I hope you are staying connected. I hope you are wearing your mask. I hope you are social distancing. That's a part of taking care of you and other people. I hope you are doing all the things we do, washing your hands, sanitizing. And I hope you're staying connected. And you know what? In this time, we should even challenge ourselves to reach out to people that we're not as close to. I just believe somebody needs somebody. It's been my experience with my profession that I've been calling people, and I'm just in awe of how high emotions are and how empty people are feeling. They've got cabin fever, and even with family, they've got a lot going on. So maybe just pick up the phone and make a phone call, or even text somebody that you don't normally talk to. And I just believe that you will feel better about connecting with someone or lifting somebody else's spirits up. All right, guys, so meet me back here. I'm here every first and third Thursday at 4:30. I hope something said was beneficial to someone. If you ever have any questions or you want to have a conversation, you can inbox me in Messenger. And that's about it. That's about it. That's about it. I'm so glad you stopped by. I appreciate you coming in. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Remember, stay strong, stay wise, and keep enhancing your life. Have a great rest of your day. God bless. Yeah.